thank you to Gray Matters. Give them another round of applause for their great job here. First of all, I want to officially say welcome from, I'm the president of the Steuben County Young Republicans. I see there's many young Republicans and honorary young Republicans in the crowd here today, so thank you. Thank you very much. But we're definitely here on a very historic day. There are, at my estimation, officially over 800 Tea Parties occurring across all 50 states. There could be even as many as 1,000. I think the big thing that we're saying, the big message that we are really trying to stand up to is that a lot of us are just really fed up with the out-of-control spending, that we cannot continue to keep writing the checks when our checkbook is empty. We can't do that as a family, and we expect that the government doesn't do that too. And you're totally right. It is not just, this is not a Republican thing. This isn't a Democrat thing. This is an American thing. The other thing that we wanted to say is a lot of this is about what should be done, not just what shouldn't be done, but what should be done. And what should be done is encouraging the job growth that in some cases have left upstate New York. People have left with their feet to other jobs, and we want to encourage that job growth. And to do that, we want to talk a little bit, hear a little bit from three speakers here. The first speaker I'm going to introduce is actually a co-sponsor of the event. She is Karen Hogue, the owner of Market Street Apothecary, to talk a little bit about some of her experience. She hears a lot of people, you know, in the community, and she also is a business owner herself, so she has experience in what's inhibiting her job creation. And so without further ado, Karen Hogue.
Oh, thanks, Peter, I think. I was called to do this today. Actually, I was part of the whole sponsorship, as he said, but I feel a strong calling to speak today because my business has strongly been affected by the tax problem we have in this country. Not just in this country, but in this state as well. I have 5 full-time employees who make barely more than minimum wage because, of course, that's barely more than I can pay them. But they have extra taken out of their paychecks every week over what they anticipate to have to pay for taxes. They, at the end of the year, even though they have extra withdrawn every week, they still had to pay state taxes. Barely got away without paying federal taxes. How fair is this to our young people, and how fair is it for us to expect them to stay in New York State and put up with working conditions where they barely make enough money? I pay their insurance for them, which is more than most small employers do, but we are all struggling. All of us small business owners are all struggling to keep our businesses afloat without the great support of community-minded customers and supporters. There's no way I could even afford to pay the people that I have, and they're all community-minded people as well. We have a great concern in this country right now for us to be able to stay afloat in any business that we are in. It's the big people like Corning, it's the little people like you and I, and it's a fearful, very fearful time right now for any of us to try to pay our bills, to try to keep up with day-to-day living, put food in our children's mouths, to even clothe our children for going to school. And yet the taxes don't appear to be waning, they just appear to be increasing. It's no one's fault, Republican, Democrat. How can we blame anybody but ourselves for putting people in office, regardless what the party, that are doing this to our country? Our country All right. Our country is speaking out today. I wanted to be one of them, and I'm so, so glad to see that all of you are here speaking out with us, and that it's going to make the biggest difference in the world for all of our voices to be heard. So let's hear it, and let's tell them, and shout it from the rooftops and the valleys, okay? Yeah. Let's go.